Greetings, folks. Welcome to episode 9 of Jim Pearson Photography's edited videos on Saturdays. This week we're going to find videos of hot intermodal IO25 and 28, and we'll also see M512 heading north. That's a manifest. And we're going to catch the Paducah and Louisville local at Richland, Kentucky, and L391 as it heads northbound at Morton's Gap. That's the local that runs between Caskey and Atkinson Yards in Madisonville. Caskey's in Hopkinsville. And then we'll also catch 513 as it heads south at Morton's Gap. Except for the Paducah and Louisville Railway, all these trains will be on the Henderson subdivision, which runs between Evansville, Indiana, and Nashville, Tennessee. The Paducah and Louisville Railway is a short line / regional railway that runs between Louisville and Paducah, Kentucky. Currently, we are watching CSX IO25 with mid-train PPU passing. This spot is the crossing at West Broadway Street in downtown Madisonville, Kentucky. IL-25 typically runs between 8 and 12,000 feet long. This is IO28, another hot intermodal that is passing the north end of Henderson, Kentucky. Just around the curve where he's coming from is the old Henderson Depot. And to the left, where he's headed for, to the north, is the bridge over the Ohio River, where it will move on into Indiana, into Evansville, and points north. I like intermodals and bulk trains. There's just something about the uniformity of them that I think makes for a great picture, or a great video for that matter. Many people have asked me why I don't show the entire trains in my Saturday edited videos. Well, the biggest reason is because the video I post would be an hour long, because most of the trains on the Henderson sub are pretty long. I think IL-28, 29, 25, and 26. This one, M512, and its counterpart, M513. They are all typically over 10,000 feet. Most coal trains average between 5,000 and 6,000 feet unless they've been doubled up. And they seem to be doing a lot of that lately here on the Henderson subdivision. This location is just south of the south end of Henderson, Kentucky, at a crossing. I can't recall the name of the crossing, but if you look on the map, you can find it. Now we got another IO28 heading north at Morton's Gap, Kentucky. While I'm thinking about maps, if you don't know about a map or a website called openrailway.org, you need to go check it out. They also have an app called Open Railway, and they will tell you the name of the subdivision you're on, the line you're on, and it's just a great app and map for getting information on railroads and where they're at. You can use it to plan trips in advance, because you can zoom into anywhere in the world. It's not just the United States. So do a search for it in the iTunes store or the Google store. It's called Open Railway Map. I don't think you'll be disappointed at all. By the way, it is a free app, and the website is also available in case you don't have a phone that requires an app. Next up, we're catching the local L391. This is the turn that runs between Caskey at Hopkinsville, Kentucky, Caskey Yard, and Axelson Yards in Madisonville, Kentucky. He's on his way to drop off freight destined for P&L and further north. And then he'll pick up whatever freight there is to come back to Caskey. This train typically runs in the morning between 10 and 12 o'clock on a daily basis. The intermodals, IL-25 and 29, run in the mornings going south, and IL-28 and 26 run in the afternoon normally, headed north. On occasion, we get unusual power, as this CN and Union Pacific lash up on CSX 513, or M513, as it heads south for the manifest train at Morton Junction. It's coming off what's referred to as the Arlington Cutoff, and the track in front of it, in front of the drone here, that you're looking at now, that is the Arlington, Maine. Morton Junction is a great spot to rail fan, because you're going to catch anything that comes up and down Henderson subdivision that comes through here. If you're in Madisonville, you might get only half the traffic. If you're on the cutoff, same thing. People also ask me how I get sound in my drone footage, and I do that by having an iPhone on the ground videotaping while I'm flying the drone, and also videotaping. And then I bring the two clips together in Adobe Premiere. Of course, you can do that with almost any of your editing software, and match up the audio from the ground to the audio for the drone. And you just saw we had a mid-train CN DPU just cleared the junction. 513 is one of those long trains that I was telling you about. Sometimes they're even combined trains. But on average, they're just a single train that's in the neighborhood of between 10 and 12,000 feet. I have seen them as long as 13 and 14,000. The defect detectors through here used to give us the train length, but they've reconfigured them, and now they give an axle count instead of a train length. And I never have figured out how to figure out how many cars there are or what the length is by axles. So if any of you got an idea or know how to figure that, then just post it in the comments down there. I appreciate everybody tuning in for my Saturday morning edited videos. If you haven't already, I'd appreciate it if you give my page here a like on Facebook, if you're on Facebook watching this, or if you're on YouTube, I appreciate you giving me a like, subscribe, and share. That way you won't miss any of my future videos on YouTube. Or on Facebook for that matter. As I've said in the past, in case you're new to my channel, all my videos are shot with the iPhone 14 Pro, at least my edited ones, at 4K. And my editing software is Adobe Premiere Pro. And last but not least, we catch Paducah and Louisville Railway local heading back to Princeton, Indiana, after making his pickup at Madisonville, Kentucky. I'm sorry, that's Princeton, Kentucky, not Princeton, Indiana. Well, folks, we're coming up on the end of our Paducah and Louisville Railway train. Hope you enjoyed this Saturday edited videos. I post new shorts every day here on YouTube. Videos that are about 1 minute long. And they usually come from my videos that end up edited down the road. So anyway, everybody have a blessed day. And if you happen to be out trackside, as always, stay safe. And have a blessed day, everyone.